Before Wodan ruled wisdom and before Donar thundered across the sky, there was another god, older, higher, and almost forgotten. His name was Tivatz. Today, we uncover the story of the first Germanic sky god, a deity of law, order, and cosmic authority, whose shadow still lingers in our language and our myths. In many Indo-European cultures, the earliest god is a sky father, a divine embodiment of the bright, ordered heavens. For the Germanic peoples, that god was Tivatz. His name comes from the Proto-Germanic Tiwaz, derived from the ancient Indo-European root Deus, meaning sky, daylight, or the shining heavens. This is the same root that gives us Zeus in Greece and Jupiter in Rome. Tivatz was not originally a war god. He was the god of the sky itself, of law, truth, and the structure that holds the world together. Language preserves what myths forget. The name Tivatz survives in one of the oldest Germanic runes, the Tivatz rune, shaped like an upward pointing arrow. It symbolizes order, justice, and divine authority. And even today, we still speak his name every week. Tuesday, originally Thieves' Day, was once dedicated to this ancient god of law and the sky. Weekday names are not casual honors. They reflect deep religious importance, reserved only for the highest gods of a culture. In early Germanic society, law was sacred. Oaths were not just promises, they were bindings enforced by the gods. Breaking an oath meant inviting divine punishment. Tivatz was the god who watched over these oaths. Kings ruled in his name. Assemblies gathered under his authority. Justice was not flexible, it was cosmic. Unlike Wodan's cunning or Donar's raw force, Tivatz represented absolute order, the idea that the universe itself had rules. Later myths tell us a powerful story, one that preserves Tivatz's original character. When the gods sought to bind a monstrous wolf threatening the cosmos, only one god dared to guarantee the pack. Tivatz placed his hand in the beast's jaws. When the agreement was broken, Tivatz lost his hand, but not his honor. This is not a tale of defeat. It is the purest expression of sky law. Order must stand, even if the god himself is wounded. Through this act, Tivatz becomes a god of sacrifice for justice, not conquest. Over time, the Germanic world changed. Tribal confederations grew more complex. War became constant. Kings needed strategy, magic, and inspiration, not just law. Wodan's wisdom, trance magic, and control over warriors made him irresistible to emerging warrior elites. Slowly, the Skyfather stepped aside, and the storm-mind god took the throne. But Tivatz was not erased. He remained, diminished but essential, guarding the law that even Wodan could not break. Archaeological evidence suggests that Tivatz was closely linked to warrior brotherhoods. Spears, his sacred weapon, appear frequently in ritual deposits. The upward arrow of the Tivatz rune aligns with spear symbolism and divine authority. These warrior cults did not worship chaos, they worshipped discipline, loyalty, and order. To them, Tivatz was the god who demanded honor above life. Tivatz did not disappear because he was weak, he faded because he was ancient. Skyfathers belonged to an earlier world, one of cosmic balance, not endless conquest. But without Tivatz, the Germanic universe collapses into disorder. Even the gods obey law, even wisdom bows to justice. So before Wodan wandered the worlds, and before Donar shattered the giants, there was Tivatz, the first sky god of the Germanic peoples. A god of light, law, and sacred sacrifice, nearly forgotten, but never erased. When Germanic religion evolved into what we now call Norse mythology, Tivatz did not disappear, but his role changed. In the Norse sources, he survives as Tyr. At first glance, Tyr seems diminished. No throne, no great hall, no constant presence in the myths like Odin or Thor, but his absence is misleading. What remains of Tyr preserves the core essence of the ancient sky god. He is still the god of law, oaths, and justice. And most importantly, he is still the god who sacrifices himself for cosmic order. The binding of the wolf Fenrir is not just a heroic episode. It is a mythic memory. Tyr does what the others will not. He places his hand into the jaws of chaos so that the universe may remain bound by law. This is the final echo of the Sky Father, the god who ensures that even the gods are not above order. In Norse myth, Odin may rule through wisdom and magic, but Tyr represents something older, a time when sovereignty came not from cunning, but from justice itself. His reduced role reflects a religious shift, from an ordered sky god to warrior gods shaped by an age of conflict. Tyr is not weaker than Odin, he is older than Odin, and that is why he stands apart, silent, wounded, and unwavering, a remnant of the first divine law written across the sky. If you enjoyed this journey to the deep past of Germanic mythology, please subscribe and join me next time as we continue uncovering the gods history almost forgot.